Send a runner to House Menya and have them deliver the letter I drafted. Also, take the soldiers under your command and begin investigating any magic constructs abandoned by the enemy.
At once, Lord Hubert.
It must be awful to end your own parents' life.
Come on, Ferdinand. Let's get going.
No. You may continue without me. I would like to stay here a moment. Just a moment longer.
Hubert, we have a messenger from the Alliance, and I need to know where our Western campaign stands. Ferdinand, may I have a word? I thought I'd let you decide how to punish your father's followers now that they've surrendered. Furthermore, this incident has led to the end of Fenya and several other noble houses. We need to settle the matter of the next Duke Ire, and we need to do so quickly. So if you don't mind...
Is this your attempt at solace, Edelgard?
What?
I will punish the troops, and I will find a way to administer my father's lands. You can trust in me, Your Majesty. And thank you for considering my feelings in the matter.
I never expected we'd have our hands this full after returning from Fargus. Still, we've managed to quell the turmoil and maneuver our way back to Enbar.
Due to the valiant efforts of Count Berglis and his Aryan Road garrison, the kingdom's counter-offensive has hardly put a dent in the western lines. I wager the reinforcements reached them in time.
It's a good thing we do not have to maintain a large military presence in Leicester. But of course, that was Her Majesty's plan all along.
We'd be up to our shoulders in trouble if we hadn't settled hostilities with the Alliance.
Do you think people in the Empire will be all right? I'm worried about the opera company, of course, but I'd also be devastated if anything happened to my friends in the capital.
The end result of all this was the complete expurgation of the Empire's remaining dissidents. In a way, we should be thanking them for handing us this opportunity on a gilded platter.
Adrestia deserves some stability for a change, so I think it's good that Her Majesty has total power now. With the opposing nobles wiped out, it's a breath of fresh air after the way things were under the old Emperor.
Lynn, think about who's here.
It is all right, Dorothea. I have moved on.
It's funny, though. I was sure my father would take part in the rebellion, but he just didn't. I mean, I feel like all he ever did was complain about Her Majesty, you know? I guess he was so scared of the church that he decided to stay holed up in Garreg-Mach.
What is our next action, Lady Edelgard? If we are returning to the Western Front, I will have preparedness.
Fighting your own people sure takes the thrill out of battle. So let's go wall up the kingdom instead and put an end to all this. Who's with me?
All that remains is for Adrestia to claim victory.
And along those lines, I wish to present an idea. One last stratagem to ensure that we prevail.
We were successful in striking down Cronia at Fort Mercius. However, Lord Arundel, which is to say Talus, remains at large, and any schemes Solon may be plotting are so much conjecture in the wind. Still, his efforts in Rim territory effectively empowered the late Duke Ire to stage a coup. Whatever the case, he must have a very good reason for seeking to prevent the kingdom's fall.
But why would they help the people who are harboring the Archbishop? It makes no sense. Unless their aim is simply to prevent the war from ending by any means possible.
We know the kingdom's court mage, Cornelia, is connected to those who slither in the dark. They may have planted other associates in Fargus as well. If they already have the king's court dancing on strings, it stands to reason they would focus their attention on obstructing the Empire.
I agree the theory hangs together. But does that mean we should expect more interference?
We should, Your Majesty. Though I would at least like to think they no longer have anyone left who can act brazenly in the open.
And need we worry about our mercenary friend?
I was under the assumption that they had your implicit trust.
Absolutely, but not enough to purge all of the doubt from my heart. I once trusted my uncle, as well as the late Duke Ire, and he wasn't even replaced with a doppelganger. People who come in contact with those who slither in the dark are not the same afterward. How am I to trust anyone in a world where such a thing can happen?
I do not disagree, Your Majesty.
Yes, well, We must remain vigilant until the war is over for good and all. Although I wonder if we can rest easy even then.
We still don't really know much about Solon, Kronya, and Talus. I was thinking this would be a chance to learn about my power, or who you actually are. But oh well.
Oh well. Is that all you have to say for yourself?
I mean, I'm still curious, but my attention right now is on the battles ahead. And hey, it's not like knowing the truth would change much for you anyway. Even if I am related to those slithering people somehow, it's not like I'd want to split up with you.
That's music to my ears. It's incredible to see just how fast you've matured. Makes me proud to call you my partner in destiny. Is this what being a parent feels like?
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, this war'll be over soon, so let's do what we've got to do to see it through together. I'll be counting on you, Arvel.
Scarlet Blaze, torment of the eagle and lion. Edelgard succeeds in containing Ayre's insurgency, and while she is concerned by the absence of the nefarious Talus, she prepares her army for the next step regardless. The time is nigh to crush the kingdom and Central Church's growing momentum and put an end to the war once and for all.
I've gathered you here in Garrick Mach because the time has come. We are returning to the front.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to hear that forever! Let's go wreck things!
For the next phase of our campaign, we'll be working with the Alliance's leader, Claude, to tighten our cordon around the kingdom. Rather than try to advance on the Western Front, we'll join forces with the Alliance and press in from the east.
This means we'll be marching northeast from the monastery and infiltrating Galatea.
I hope we can finally end it this time. I don't think I can deal with doubling back again.
Agreed. This slog has slogged on long enough.
Worry not, friends. I'll not be blindsided twice. I promise you that. We won't rest until all of Fodlan is united. We will fight tooth and nail for it, and we'll do so together.
So, we're finally dusting off our armor and going somewhere, huh? You must really want to end this war if you're letting the two of us loose on the kingdom.
Quite right, Captain Gerald. We will not accept anything less than the fall of the royal capital. You and your mercenaries will be marching with us. This is not a problem, I trust.
Let's just say I have a history with someone at the capital and leave it at that. But if the time's come for me to sort that out, then so be it. In any case, we're ready to go, right, kid?
We'll earn our keep. Gotta say, I'm excited to be fighting with you for a change.
We made some headway on the Western Front once the Empire pulled its main force back.
What does it matter when their Minister of Military Affairs still holds Aryan Road? Even if we were in a position to keep throwing troops at those walls, we're never going to crack them.
But if we keep digging our heels in here, their main force will be on us again in no time.
It appears they have already dealt with the insurrection at Fort Mercius. If they don't come at us from the west, they'll soon waltz right in from the east.
Might I offer a suggestion, King Dimitri?
Of course, Lady Rhea.
We should retake Garrick Mach. It is the only way to reverse our current fortunes. If I call upon the Church's faithful, they will come running from every corner of Fodlan to liberate the monastery in the goddess's name. With Garrick Mach under our control, we will be able to keep the Imperial army in check. Additionally, it might convince some of the more fickle Alliance lords to reconsider their loyalties.
I mean no disrespect, Lady Rhea, but this proposal hardly seems...
There is more. As you know, the Bishop of the Southern Church is currently seated at the monastery. If we remove him, it reminds the world anew that Archbishop Rhea is the rightful head of the Church of Seros. I believe this will shake some of the more devout Adrestian lords from their emperor's grip.
While their faith may waver now, Adrestia is still the cradle of the Church of Seros. There are yet many pious believers among their nobility. If we can pull them to our side, it may shift the war back in our favor.
We should strike while the iron is hot. I will get the word out at once.
Hold, Lady Rhea. While I now concede that your plan to retake the monastery has some merit, I must ask that you alert no one.
And why not? I need only say the word, and an army of believers will flock to our cause.
Yes, And the moment the enemy spies people flooding in from across hill and dale, they'll realize what we're planning and bolster their defenses.
You believe their defenses are mightier than the faith of the people? By the goddess, have our enemies truly become so powerful? In that case, what do you propose?
We entrust the eastern lines to houses Karen and Galatea, then ride in mass toward Arian Road. The enemy will think we intend to assail the Silver Maiden, but instead we break east.
East? Then we'll be attacking the monastery through the Valley of Torment. I get your thinking now. If we attack from the west, Arian Road would be at our backs, and the Empire could box us in.
Very well. I have no objections. My church members will assist in guiding your soldiers through ALL. The monastery is holy and precious to us, and by the name of the goddess, I swear, it will be ours again.
Good. Then I'll ready the troops. Lady Rhea, Seteth, I place all of our futures in your hands.
Long story short, the kingdom is preparing to ride west with a huge army. It looks like they're going to throw everything they've got at Arian Road.
Yes, we have received similar reports.
It's a pretty strange thing to do. I don't trust it.
Then you believe it to be a feint. Interesting. Well, if true, there are only so many places they could go. They cannot ignore our troops and attempt to take Deirdre. That would be folly. So the only other place I can imagine they would be after is Garrick Mach.
That's what I was thinking. So what's our play?
We can't risk losing the monastery. We'll have to send more troops to defend it. But at the same time, we can't unclench the fist we are trying to bring down on the kingdom. Our only choice is to mobilize the full resources of our regions.
Spoken like a woman with might to spare. I'm afraid we in the Alliance are already at our limits. But hear me out for a second. If the kingdom really intends to attack Garrick Mach, they won't approach from the west. That would put them smack between your forces in Arian Road and the monastery. It'd be suicide. That leaves them with only one option.
You're saying they'll take the northern approach through ALL?
Yep, the Valley of Torment, which just so happens to be the route we were planning to use ourselves. The Church of Seros will likely mobilize every knight they've got, and that is a very big army.
Supposing you are correct, what do you suggest we do in response? Should we change our marching route to avoid clashing with them?
Nope. In fact, I vote we do the opposite. The kingdom will catch on no matter how we try to deploy our troops, so I say let's meet them right there in ALL.
Interesting, but the valley path is treacherous and difficult to navigate, which will blunt the impact of our superior numbers. Why would we play into the enemy's hands like that?
Because sometimes trying to claim every advantage can be a double-edged sword. Leveling the playing field can often be the key to bringing an opponent down, especially if you know you can handle them. Besides, what better way to keep casualties to a minimum than by finishing them off in one battle?
You know how to convince me. Very well. I can get behind this plan.
Is there anything you would like to add, Hilda? You appear to be deep in thought.
Huh? Who, me? Nah, I'm good. I'm just standing in because Clad asked me to. If it brings the war to an end quicker, I'm all for it.
We will reach ALL soon. The kingdom and church approach from the west, and our friends in the Alliance from the east. We know their movements, so we need to assume they also know ours. This final battle will be intense and bloody. But no matter what happens, we must emerge victorious.
At the very least, we have numbers on our side. Though the kingdom has all of those heroes' relics, that can't be good for us. We must keep our eyes open, and we must stay on the same page. We can't have anyone rushing ahead to fashion themselves a hero.
I'd say things are really heating up, but that's just the ground literally burning.
It's sweltering. Whose idea was it to wage a battle in this place again?
I will take heat over cold every day. Cold has its way of slowing you down.
I'm fine with hot or cold, so long as it's in the comfort of my own room with the door locked.
Do the words final, bloody, or battle not make you even the slightest bit nervous? Take this seriously. Show your pride as members of an army which serves the greatest empire the world has ever known.
No need to get everyone worked up, Ferdy. When you dislike war as much as I do, you start to appreciate the lighter moments.
I am inclined to agree. Now, What do you say we show these adherents to the status quo a taste of true power?
They don't stand a chance.
To arms, then. Today we claim our victory for the good of all. I'll be counting on the Alliance's wisdom and strength this day, Claude.
Don't worry, our brilliant teamwork will send them scattering.
Shore up our defenses, then advance on the enemy's forward position.
So far as we know, the enemy's objective is to breach our defensive line and pass through the valley. We must not let that happen.
Riders, charge! Tear their defenses apart!
I've heard troubling tales about Fargus's cavalry. We'll be in deep trouble if we don't take them out soon.
My turn. I'll carve my way right through them.
Not on my watch, pal!
Hit their right flank! That's where the Alliance army is weakest!
Ugh, they're gonna come all the way over here? No fair!
We can't let the enemy create holes in our defenses. We must head over and assist.
Watch the ground! Even a single wrong step will cause undue pain.
All right, you'll do.
Thanks for coming for me. That could have really gone either way there. We're short-handed enough as it is, Hilda. We both need to be more careful.
We've gained an early advantage. Well fought, one and all.
I'm still on my feet, and I can still hold a sword, which means I can keep fighting. You think a few nicks and scratches will send me packing?
Stand down, Felix! It's a wonder you can still stand. Now would you please let us handle the rest?
You better come back alive, Sylvain, or else.
I hope you're watching, Ingrid. Today is the day I avenge you. I hope you're ready to part with your head, because I mean to lay it at my friend's grave. This is nothing compared to the pain she felt. Forgive me, Your Majesty. May fortune favor you in battle. Not you too, Sylvain. What am I supposed to do now?
If we keep this up, the battle may be over before it can even begin.
It's unnerving how well we're doing. I hope that means we're headed for a quick victory.
We can probably secure a crossing if we find a way to stop the lava. Let's light them up! They're attacking our defensive line from afar. We have to stop them.
Use this boulder to dam the lava and create a path. We have a direct path to the enemy. Attack!
That's one place to build a road. I'll try to stop them, but I can't do it alone.
Looks like that particular storm has passed.
You will go no further. In the name of His Majesty, you will perish here. My chances dim.
That should keep them from attacking the Eastern Front.
I'm not finished yet. Fall back to do. Please, I cannot afford to lose you.
I will heal your wounds. Please, be careful out there. This should be of use.
What is this? The second coming of Saint Cethline? Strike her down and put an end to it already.
Say, check out that boulder. I wonder if we can use it to block the lava and reach the other side.
I'm in way over my head, but I'm not letting up until it's over.
Flayn, no more. Get to safety.
Very well, brother. But you must swear not to put yourself in unnecessary danger.
I take the field. Every last one of them will yield to me, or they shall perish.
Courage now! The time has come to bring our war with the kingdom to its end.
King Dimitri is keeping the Empire busy. Break through their defenses!
They coordinated that well. I'm almost impressed. Move to intercept at once.
Attack! Don't give him a chance to retaliate!
That man is a force of nature. We cannot hope for ordinary officers to stop him.
What is this folly? Yours is not the head I seek.
It's not too late, Dimitri. Sever ties with the Central Church and return to your people.
And I'm to believe that will end your aggression? He'll come for me anyway. Your thirst for blood is unquenchable. Step aside, before I make you do so.
No! He's closing in on us!
The Empire and all who prostrate themselves before it will be punished by my hand!
If we fail to act, Dimitri will reach our defensive line. We must stop him at all costs.
Last one.
Excellently done, Your Majesty. Together, we shall put the Empire to rout.
No! All will be lost if they breach our defensive line.
Gone are the days when the battlefield would shudder before me. But I am not beaten yet!
Our conflict ends here. I shall see to your demise with my own 2 hands!
I'm up against the King of Fargus himself, but I'm not about to back down.
Bested again. But I must live on. For Flame.
That was the Archbishop's aide, but there's still no sign of most of the Knights of Saros.
With Setheth retreating, the rest falls upon my shoulders. I will sacrifice my own body if I must. Every ounce of my being, I offer for the future of Fargus. Right when I was so close to ending her.
He came at us like a maelstrom, but we managed to take the wind out of his sails.
We drove off the kingdom and the central church. It's a start, but...
But this war is not over. We will hunt Dimitri down and put an end to this struggle.
Well, would you look at that? We won.
Thanks to you.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
Urgent report, Your Majesty. After his failed charge, Dimitri forced his way south in retreat. He has fled the battlefield. And the Archbishop's right-hand man, Setheth, has escaped to the north. We've lost sight of him and his troops.
Dimitri's the one to go after. Things will get complicated if we let him get away. We can move the fastest, so leave the pursuit to us. Just don't forget to send reinforcements, all right?
I want the 2 of you to follow Claude. It's not that I don't trust him, exactly. I just want to make sure we're the ones who apprehend Dimitri.
Leave it to us.
Now that I think about it, there's something else to be concerned about. Where was the Archbishop? Where was the main force of the Knights of Saros? Rhea would have relished a battle like this, yet she was nowhere to be found.
No. Hubert, let me ask you something. When the Archbishop escaped from Garreg Mach, we found no evidence of how she managed to reach this valley. Correct?
Indeed. We searched high and low, but it was only by chance that we picked up her trail in Aelel. That is how we knew she had entered the kingdom. Without that clue, she would have been in the wind.
Just as I suspected.
What is it, Ferdinand? Is Garreg Mach in danger?
I fear so. There could be a secret path between this valley and the monastery that only the church knows about. And in that case, the Archbishop might be using it to stage an attack on Garreg Mach.
It's certainly possible. Hubert, your thoughts?
I will look into it. But I am almost certain that Ferdinand's theory is correct. We should assume this is the case and take action immediately.
Of course it is correct. Very wise of you to see that.
In that case, we'll divide our troops. The main force will proceed with occupying Galatia. We'll lead the remaining third south to Garreg Mach and continue our pursuit of Dimitri.
There's no sign of them. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Scarlet blaze. The hour of vengeance.
What happened to our mercenary friend and the Ashen Demon? They took the lead, did they not?
Strange. It is unlike them not to report back.
Ill news, Your Majesty. Some kind of mages have assumed a battle formation up ahead and are poised to intercept us. Mages?
It must be those who slither in the dark. But how? When they lack a proper army?
There's something we're not seeing.
Your Majesty, we've sighted our missing units in the middle of the enemy ranks. And I don't understand why, but they appear to be fighting each other. And that mercenary is clearly the aggressor.
Hubert!
So our sellsword has finally turned, eh? I hope we can solve this without violence, but if the worst should come to pass...
You plan to kill her? But we've come all this way together.
Perhaps I'm being soft, but I want to see how this plays out. Besides, we have to get to them first, and that means we must defeat the enemy.
Leave this foul task to me, Edelgard. If our friend must be struck down, I will drop the blade quickly and with mercy.
No, this task falls on my shoulders alone. Everyone stay on guard. We have no idea what's waiting for us.
I will hunt you until my dying breath! Get back here!
We have to reach them and put a stop to this madness!
I haven't the slightest notion what is going on, but I'll happily take it. Destroy them all!
We must eliminate those who slither in the dark if we hope to clear a path to the mercenaries.
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. Let me put you out of your misery, beasts. I tire of playing with you ingrates.
Stay out of this! It does not concern you!
This is like talking to a different person. I don't think we'll be able to reason our way out of this one.
I must move us away from all of these foolish distractions!
What? They warped away!
Rather than waste our time running in circles, we should direct some units to move in, while others lie in wait elsewhere.
Why do you insist on interfering?
If we hope to enter that stronghold, we must first remove the soldiers who block our path.
Well, this is just delightful.
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
These fresh soldiers must be dealt with.
That mercenary is... No, it cannot be.
I'll not permit this chance to slip away.
Claude is relentless. What must I do to shake the man?
The others should have been here by now. Something must be holding Edelgard up.
Your Majesty, we've sighted Claude pursuing Dimitri here in the mountains.
The two of them are nearby. We need to get those who slither in the dark out of the way so we can send our troops.
I could take a lesson from your persistence.
I dislike ending things on a low note. As such, prepare to die! How could I lose to beasts?
I am undone.
Bind and remove this recreant. There will be time for an interrogation later.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
It makes little sense. Still, what matters now is that you're safe.
If I must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so be it.
You won't escape judgment this time, Solon.
Try me, you witless beasts!
Your Majesty, the mercenary captain broke loose and escaped.
Well, that didn't take long.
Every second you waste on me costs you 10 times more. I ought to be defeating them handily.
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls, how desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity, but then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Scarlet blaze. Into the chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Wait, Claude? Hold on. What are you all doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
That was your doing, wasn't it?
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
Have you truly forgotten everything? You transformed and began attacking your allies. Thankfully, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But soon you awoke and fled. Those who saw you said you were like a different person.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now.
Huh.
Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
Because I don't feel them. At least, not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At any rate, you appear more like yourself again, which we can take as a positive sign, and I truly do want to believe you.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh? That's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother, Anselma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end, although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this.
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. Hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming. El?
I have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fodlan's 3 most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. So much for being a reliable leader.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the 4 of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Alliance, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place. Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arvel.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The 3 who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arvel, is it? Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arval, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? And what are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Hubert? No. It must be a double.
If so, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow.
You can't fool me. If it were really you, you'd understand.
Claude, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
Your Majesty, why are you consorting with the enemy? Dimitri is right where you want him.
Why are you... No, this is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at me.
You would drench your hands in the blood of friends to get what you want. I should have expected no less from the children of beasts.
Their screams are so real.
There. It's done. But steel yourselves. We don't know who we'll confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? Ah, there it is. There is your rage.
Uh-oh. I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us. A nice thought, yes. But I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
Why are you helping the Emperor, you wretch? If you mourn your friends, avenge them! It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end.
Stop playing the kind soul. Everything we've ever wanted is before us, ripe for the taking. If you're really me, then you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck.
Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
That's the last of the illusions.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal. Ah, there you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not Arval. And even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place. Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets a phantom. This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you. Not often a gal gets to fight herself. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. It even thinks like me. Enemy down.
Excellent. Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
How much more must I sacrifice? No, this isn't over.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Arvel, or Epimenides, I suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory, an ironic one, as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
It would be foolish of me to permit either of you to leave this place alive. Yet without you, I'd still be in that prison. I'm not the type to dispose of someone the moment they stop being useful.
That's not my style either. Momentary truce, then?
Agreed. Let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Sorry about that, Edelgard. I put you in a pretty bad spot back there.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
Think I'll be on my way, too. My people are probably pulling their hair out by now.
Until we meet again. Come, we're leaving. If my suspicions are correct, Garreg Mach is in grave danger. We need to hurry.
Scarlet blaze. A path forward. The Empire somehow manages to prevail over the Kingdom and Central Church's coalition, but Archbishop Rhea is nowhere to be found. Edelgard and the others soon realize the Archbishop aims to use Aelel's secret trails to lead a surprise attack on Garreg Mach, so the Empire regroups and moves to intervene.
Dire news, my lord! Huh? What now? What's happened? Another fire? Has a horse escaped? Don't tell me it's an assassin! Where's the body? No, my lord. Worse. There's a legion of soldiers closing in on Garreg Mach. We think it's the Knights of Seros. But we're safe in here, yes? My life is of great military importance, you know. Protect me! Put those troops Her Majesty sent to use!
Count Varley, the enemy is inside the monastery. We couldn't hold them back.
But these walls are thick! How did they breach them?
The walls yet stand, my lord, but it appears they have made use of a number of unknown secret passages. Now they are inside and wreaking havoc, and it's only a matter of time before the monastery falls. We have the numbers to stop them, but that matters little if we don't know where they actually are.
We must flee, my lord. All hope is lost.
Urgent news, my lord.
Spare my life, I beg you!
An unknown army has appeared and started attacking the Knights of Seros.
Her Majesty's reinforcements!
Doubtful, my lord. This army wields large-scale magic and is also attacking the Imperial forces. The battlefield is sheer chaos. It's impossible to tell friend from foe.
What in the blazes is happening?
Church or Empire, I care not. Eradicate them all. Engulf them in our darkness.
It will be done. At last we can finally give the foolish descendants of those beasts the lesson they deserve. We will expose their filthy underground resting place and steal every last one of their essences.
If we can breach it. The hole in the forest that the bandits raided was secured with a seal.
Shall we deal with it after we take the monastery? We'll tear this disgusting rat's nest apart.
Lady Rhea, who are these people? They're attacking both sides indiscriminately.
A clandestine organization that wields dark magic. Could it be? Have they returned to seek vengeance on Fodlan? But why show their hand now? Deal with them, Catherine. Not a single one of them can survive. They pose a far greater threat to our world than the Empire.
Yes, Lady Rhea. Make way for Thunder Catherine! Clear a path or die!
And that appears to be the current situation.
The Knights of Seros are one thing. We came prepared to deal with them, and we can do so. But now you say those who slither in the dark have turned this into a three-way battle? Why?
I am as baffled as you regarding a possible motive.
Perhaps it was vital they seized the monastery before we could get here. If they knew we were engaged in a lengthy fight at Aelel, they might have seen this as their chance.
Well, they saved Count Varley's life either way. So be it. We will use this situation to our advantage and conduct a rescue. We can't afford to lose Garreg Mach or Count Varley. With one battle, we'll destroy the Central Church and put an end to those who slither in the dark.
It's strange. I stopped caring about my father a long time ago, but the thought that he might die it's...
He is not dead yet, Bernadetta. Unless you intend to be leaving him to his fates.
No, of course not. I'm going to save him.
If we're sloppy about this, we'll get dragged into the ongoing battle and suffer heavy losses. I would prefer to make this as easy for ourselves as we can. Let's find out what's going on in there, then look for the safest way in.
I can tell you one thing. If Lord Arundel is here, I will choke the life out of him personally. I'll even let you watch, Your Majesty.
Yes, just try not to overdo it.
If that is settled, we will accomplish nothing more by brooding down here.
Agreed. We'll begin the attack as soon as our preparations are complete. Thankfully, we're not too late. Count Varley is still holding strong. If the reports can be trusted, Rhea is here, and so is a mage that fits the description of Arundel, which is to say, Talus. That puts our two biggest adversaries in one place. We should deal with them here and now. I suppose this is a fateful battle for you as well.
Yeah. I know my power came from those slithering jerks, and I know they tried to manipulate me. But I still have so many questions about, well, everything else. And this might be my last chance to get some answers.
I hope you do, or else Hubert might spend the rest of his life distrusting you. After what happened in Aelel, he suggested disposing of you again.
Not my favorite plan, to be honest. Looks like I'm gonna have to use this fight to clear my name.
Indeed. I look forward to it. But just so you know, you've already proven that a dozen times over.
Then I'm still a few dozen short. I gotta show you what the mercenary spirit's all about.
This is my first time hearing of such spirit, but I'm eager to see it in action. Enough idle chatter, though. Everyone is in place. It's time to commence the final battle.
We're gonna win. For you, for me, for all of us. And for a new Fodlan. One that'll go down in the history books as the best ever.
It seems Rhea and Talus have both breached the monastery. And for the sake of Fodlan's future, we will make it their tomb.
The barriers conjured by the enemy will hinder the movement of our troops.
Then we've no choice but to proceed in two groups. Take care that neither one is wiped out.
Where are the reinforcements? No, I don't want to die.
We should rescue Count Varley if at all possible. It will not be easy to find another man to wear the mitre.
There's a structural weakness in that wall. A heavily armored unit might be able to break through and expedite the rescue.
The Southern Church's bishop is an enemy of the goddess and must be destroyed.
They employ magic to attack Count Varley from below. That cannot be good. I hope that keeps Count Varley safe.
This isn't right. Why should I have to die? Somebody save me!
A new path has been cleared. Let's take it.
They've broken through the walls? No! Send reinforcements at once!
I am the bishop of the Southern Church, and you are obligated to protect me. Now do so, and be quick about it. You honor your humble servant with this daring rescue, Your Majesty. What a grand display of sympathy for my plight.
I suspect you abandoned the monastery just so you might cower here. But I will have your full explanation once time allows.
I'm alive. I mean, of course I am. My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
The man is incorrigible. Someone keep an eye on him. We're not out of the woods yet.
The enemy's wretched mage there has conjured barriers that are hampering my escape. I mean, my ability to fight.
He must be a sorcerer of some repute. Let us smite him and his magic here and now.
I demand that you rescue me right this... Bernadetta? Oh, I didn't know that you...
Hello. This is all a bit unexpected, I guess.
Imperial dogs! Stop interfering and learn your place!
An ambush, is it? I should have known things would not be as simple as they seemed.
Ah, there is the perfect place to unleash my secret weapon. Let fly the arrows!
Huh? Where are those coming from? Ah!
Goodness me. Who knew the Count still had some fight left in him?
I may be a bishop, but I still know when to stay the hand of mercy.
You are all descendants of the most inconsequential of beasts, and your deaths will fuel our grand ambition.
You should have stayed in the dark, instead of crawling out here to die.
I'll not be slain by the likes of you. You're much stronger than I thought. Enough. I am above such games.
Where did he go? We need to dispel those barriers at once.
If he retreated to the upper floors, I do not see how we can reach him. But there must be some way around the barriers.
We've received multiple reports of enemy troops appearing out of thin air. Perhaps they have some sort of warping device.
Yes, that certainly sounds likely. We should check every hiding place we can think of. I have seen such warping devices beneath the monastery. They are controlled by a separate mechanism located elsewhere.
Then we need to find that too? Ugh.
We're already in 2 groups. Let's continue the search.
These infernal black walls are preventing me from reaching Lady Rhea. And now the Imperial reinforcements are closing in. Well, I'll just have to go intercept them myself.
Use the catapults to crush the rebels below!
They're attacking from above. We have to stop those catapults.
This is my safe space, and they can't have it!
I don't have any interest in exchanging words with you. You attacked us, and that's all I need to know. The last time I saw you, you saved my life. But I never thought you'd force me to repay the debt quite like this. You don't owe me anything, Catherine. If you need to hate me, then hate me.
We found the device, but it doesn't seem to operate by itself.
Let's clear it out.
This stronghold is ours. Now there will be no more hurling of the boulders.
I'll not break while Lady Rhea still needs me. Lady Rhea, it was my greatest pride to be your sword.
That must be the control device. Try to activate it.
I'm bringing it down. Does this mean we can warp now?
Let's use the device to go after that dark mage.
Come, Hubert! Let us show these knaves the power of the twin jewels!
The twin what? Now see here. If you desire my assistance, you can start by doing away with the strange epithets.
Stop hurling rocks at us, or I'm gonna... Oh, they stopped. Well, that's nice.
I see the fire blazing in your eyes, Hubert. At long last...
Kindly spare me the twin jewels speech, and allow me to carry out my duty with solemnity.
Good. The device works.
Mycen is in danger. Help him!
They're really pulling out all the stops here. We'd better intervene before we take any more casualties.
I will dispose of you vermin myself.
Hold this position.
None will pass on my watch.
That's the last thing that was in our way. Well, except for the other things. Ah, it never ends!
I will not be held up by such foul vermin. So this is where I expire. I pray you might finish what must be done, Tallis.
The dark barriers have vanished. Now we can rejoin our forces.
The twin jewels, is it? Well, I admit the 2 of you do shine together.
I knew you would understand. Now, please remind Hubert of that at every opportunity.
That dark magic has dissipated. Now I can finally escape. I mean, strategically retreat.
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
But Cyril, the wounds you carry... Please be safe.
As the goddess is my witness, this is as far as you go!
Annihilate them and reclaim all that is ours!
Don't stop now. Not when the future we seek is within our grasp.
I'll give you 10 times the pain you inflicted on Lady Rhea!
What have I told you, Cyril? You know better than to fight when you're hurt like that.
I hope that was enough to save her. How could you turn on us like this, Shamir?
The way to the monastery is clear.
This is the moment we've been fighting for. Rhea and Tallis will be waiting just ahead. It's a boon that the Empire's 2 greatest enemies are both within striking distance. Yet we mustn't forget they are capable of anything. This situation could very quickly become dire.
No kidding. We're talking about the heads of the church and those who slither in the dark.
I hope you are all mentally prepared. Because once this begins, we cannot afford to waste even a second. Lady Edelgard, we await your command.
Through some strange twist of fate, we find ourselves capturing Garrigmok for the second time. Our first victory signaled the start of the war, and today's victory will be a giant step toward ending it. Today, together, we usher in a new era. And at the end of this path lies our future. The time is now. All Imperial forces, advance!
Come on, victory's nearly ours!
You ignorant fools dare stand against me?
Your reckoning has come, Talus. Now you will pay for all that you did to my father and the Empire.
I no longer care who you are. For the sake of my people, you must die.
Well, you should care, 'cause I'm the one who's gonna kill you.
Foolish Harridan. This land you seek dominion over is drenched in the blood of beasts.
Fool I may be, but I have plenty of company. My allies and I stand ready to trample you into the dust.
I do not usually mix business with pleasure, but this is an exquisite opportunity to sate duty and vengeance both.
It is my vengeance you will suffer, beast. And oh, how you have earned it! This land will be ours. This flesh will never perish by your hand.
We dispelled the darkness. Now all that remains is Rhea. How fitting that I should settle things with Rhea here in the cathedral.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us!
I owe you a lot, but the debt's been paid. If you expected more, that's on you.
Yes, your debts with me are settled, Shamir. Your actions now, however, are another story. You have left me with no other choice. Watch over me, Mother.
Rhea can shapeshift too? But that form...
Then you are the Immaculate One. So be it. Today we destroy you and secure our future.
Stay vigilant. There would be no greater folly than to die here after all our struggles.
Just you wait, Father. I'm going to distinguish myself and return home a hero.
I am Petra McNeary, Queen of Brigid. I honor my pact by fighting with the Empire.
We will prevail today, even if it costs me the life that Her Majesty so graciously saved.
I pray this fight is the one that ends this wretched war for good.
Well, I suppose I can allow myself one day of truly giving my all.
We will never yield to you, no matter how large or powerful you might be.
I'm just going to keep attacking, but you can pretend I'm not here.
Onward! To victory and glory!
I must prevail. Grant me power!
She's no longer able to maintain that form. If we act quickly, we can restrain her. Huh?
Our vengeance is unending. We must reclaim what was stolen from us.
I will destroy you by my own hand.
We will surpass you both and move forward.
I don't know what the future holds, but we're not gonna stop until we claim it.
Together, everyone, let's finish this!
His struggle is nothing compared to what we faced in the Red Canyon. I must carry on for the sake of my mother's fallen comrades.
You loathsome helminth!
And what have we here? I suppose it's only right I give you this. Here we stand at long last, and with your help we have secured a historic victory. But while the war must go on, I must tell you something from the very depths of my heart. Thank you for being a pillar of strength to us all. Thank you for carrying us this far. I know I will look to you again in the days to come, for I can no longer imagine an empire without you.